Have you ever felt like you're not good enough, even when your achievements say otherwise? What if the key to overcoming that feeling is already within you? Welcome to today's episode of Money Mindset. Today, we're talking about a challenge that many of us face, but few openly discuss: imposter syndrome. Whether you are a business owner, a professional, a creative, or even a student, chances are you have felt the weight of not measuring up despite evidence to the contrary. Today, we'll explore how to break free from these self doubts using actionable insights and tips that you can start implementing immediately. If you have ever felt like a fraud or worried about being found out, this is for you. I'll share practical tools that will help you embrace your worth, own your success, and stop letting imposter syndrome hold you back. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is the feeling that you're not as competent or deserving as others think you are, despite evidence of your abilities or achievements. It's that nagging voice in your head telling you that you have been lucky, or that someone's going to figure out you don't really belong. Some common symptoms of imposter syndrome are constant fear of being found out or exposed as a fraud, attributing success to external factors like luck rather than your own skills or efforts, a tendency to downplay your accomplishments or feel like they're not enough, overworking or perfectionism driven by the need to prove yourself. It often affects high achievers and normal people alike, but it the high achievers are impacted because the more successful you become, the higher the expectations that you set for yourself and that others place on you, which amplifies feelings of inadequacy. Imposter syndrome is not just for people who are new or inexperienced. It can strike anyone, even seasoned people or professionals or creatives or businesswomen who have achieved a lot. Imposter syndrome doesn't discriminate. It can hit anyone, regardless of their achievements or qualifications. The root of it often lies in a lack of self worth or the constant comparison to others. Many of us grew up with the message that we have to prove our worth or be perfect to be accepted or valued, which feeds the imposter syndrome cycle. Why we experience imposter syndrome? There are some root causes. The first is perfectionism. Perfectionism is one of the biggest drivers of imposter syndrome. We set unrealistic standards for ourselves and constantly feel like we are falling short. Even when we do succeed, it's not perfect enough, or we worry someone will notice. Perfectionism makes us feel like our worth is tied to flawless performance, which is an impossible standard. Second is comparison. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, especially on social media, in our professional circles, in our family, we can start to feel like we don't measure up. We forget that everyone has their own unique journey and their success doesn't diminish ours. Comparison is toxic because it's an unfair benchmark and we can't measure our insides against someone else's outsides. Uh, Third is societal expectations and external pressure. From a young age, we are often taught that we have to be the best to stand out and meet a certain standard to be accepted or successful. This can lead to a constant feeling of not being enough. Society places unrealistic expectations on success, and when we don't meet them, it can feel like we are somehow failing or unworthy. A fifth is internalized doubt. Sometimes the biggest hurdle isn't what others think of us, but the narrative we tell ourselves. Internalized doubts or messages from past experiences can make us feel unworthy, even when evidence points to contradictory. How we internalize the doubts and fears from our early life experience often impact our what we think about ourselves and can be a cause of imposter syndrome. And often we end up carrying these into our adulthood. Our sixth is cycle of self-doubt. Imposter syndrome creates a feedback loop. You doubt your abilities, you overcompensate or overwork to prove yourself, you succeed, but still feel like you don't deserve it. Doubt creeps back in. The more you succeed, the more pressure you put on yourself to keep up appearances, which fuels the cycle. High achievers are often most susceptible to imposter syndrome because of this feedback loop, and also because the higher you go, the more you feel the weight of expectation. You might feel like you are over your head or worry that success was just a fluke. So, what are some of the strategies for overcoming imposter syndrome? The first step is to recognize and challenge your negative thoughts. The first step to overcoming imposter syndrome is recognizing when it's happening, those feelings, and telling yourself that those feelings of doubt are in truth. They are just thoughts, and you don't have to believe them. Imposter syndrome thrives on negative, irrational thoughts, and the key is to stop identifying with them. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough or I don't deserve it, challenge it. A practical tip would be to write down negative thoughts and counter them with positive affirmations or logical reasonings. I write things like, I earned this success because of X, Y, and Z. Oh, I have the skills and qualifications that got me here. Step two, reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking, I don't belong here, reframe it to, I worked hard for this and I deserve it. This small shift can make a world of difference. We have to flip the script on our thinking. Instead of focusing on the fear of being found out, shift your focus to recognizing the effort and value you bring to the table. Shift your mindset from scarcity, that is, there's not enough for me, to abundance. There's plenty of room for me to thrive. This helps reduce feelings of being an outsider and build confidence in your unique path. Third, affirmation and self compassion. Self compassion is key. You wouldn't speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself. So why not be kind to yourself? You can also use powerful affirmations like, I'm worthy of success. I'm enough exactly as I am. I'm qualified for this opportunity. And these can help rewire your brain over time. Self compassion is critical. Instead of berating yourself up when imposter syndrome strikes, treat yourself with the same kindness you would show a friend who was going through the same thing. Fourth, embrace imperfection. Remember, done is better than perfect. When you wait for everything to be perfect, you're settling yourself up for failure and constant disappointment. Embrace the imperfections and take action anyway. Perfectionism often feeds imposter syndrome. By aiming to be perfect, you are creating an unrealistic goal that can lead to self doubt when you inevitably struggle and which you can't achieve it. Also, taking imperfect action, whether it's going for that audition, launching a product, going for that interview, giving a presentation, or sharing an idea, talking up in a meeting. Taking imperfect action allows you to keep moving forward without letting the fear of being imperfect stop you. Fifth, surround yourself with supportive community. You don't have to do this alone. Find mentors, friends, or like minded individuals who can cheer you on and help you navigate these feelings of doubt. Building a supportive network is vital for overcoming imposter syndrome. It's really important to surround yourself with people who celebrate your wins and encourage you to keep going. Avoid isolating yourself or comparing your journey with others. Seek out communities, online or offline, where you can share your struggle, celebrate your success, and feel truly supported. Six, practice gratitude for your success. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. When you start acknowledging your wins, no matter how small, it becomes easier to recognize your worth. Have a practice of daily gratitude, which helps remind you how far you have come. By acknowledging the wins, whether they are big or small, you start reinforcing the idea that you have earned your success rather than attributing it to luck or chance. By following these steps, you can start breaking free from a cycle of imposter syndrome. Recognizing it, shifting your mindset, embracing imperfection, surrounding yourself with support, and practicing gratitude are all keys to move forward and own your success. Here are a few practical tips for implementing these strategies, which we have discussed. One, create daily rituals for self awareness and reflection. To start overcoming imposter syndrome, it's crucial to build daily habits that promote self awareness and self acceptance. The more you can check in with yourself daily, the more you will recognize these imposters, you will recognize when this imposter syndrome creeps in. A very good practical tip is to start a daily journaling practice. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes each morning and evening to reflect on your thoughts, challenges, and wins. Write down any self doubts you are having and counter them with positive affirmations or logical reasons why they aren't true. You can also journal about what you are grateful for. This helps shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have, strengthening your sense of self worth. Step two, set small and achievable goals. Instead of focusing on that massive goal that feels impossible, break it down into smaller bite sized tasks. Each small win builds your confidence and helps you to feel more competent. Here is a practical tip. Use the concept of micro goals to tackle bigger projects, whether it's sending an email, completing a single task, or reaching out to a potential client, going for audition, going for an interview. Setting small, achievable goals allows you to celebrate progress rather than getting stuck in a bigger picture of fear. This approach reduces overwhelm and proves that you are capable of succeeding in small, manageable steps. A third strategy, or step three, practice imperfect action. When imposter syndrome holds you back, often because you're afraid of doing things imperfectly, the secret is to take action anyway, even if it's messy. A practical tip here is to identify one task you have been putting off due to fear of imperfection and commit to completing it within the next 24 hours. I did this by making a promise that I will have 240 episodes of this podcast, which is one episode every weekday in 2025. I've been sitting on it for like last 3 years, but I gave myself permission to fail and take messy action. And this week I'm going to celebrate my 50th episode, which was dropped last yesterday. So, again, whether it's launching a blog post, doing a podcast, submitting a proposal, or recording a video, the goal is to finish it, even if it's not flawless. Remember that done is better than perfect, and each completed task is a victory against your inner critique. Fourth, find accountability partners or coaches. Accountability is key, and find someone who can encourage you, challenge your limiting beliefs, and hold you responsible for taking action. Look for mentors, coaches, or accountability partners who can help you navigate your journey. This could be someone who has walked the same path, or a trusted friend who can offer perspective when you are struggling with self doubt. Schedule regular check ins with them to share your progress and talk through any struggles with imposter syndrome. Having a support system is essential for staying on track and building confidence. Step five or strategy five, celebrate your wins. It's easy to overlook our own achievements, but celebrating your wins is one of the most important ways to combat imposter syndrome. Each victory is a proof that you are capable. Practical tip, create a celebration ritual. After you have completed a task, reward yourself in small way, whether it's a cup of coffee or a moment of relaxation. Take time to acknowledge and appreciate your efforts. Keep a success list or a win journal where you can write down all your successes, big or small. When you're feeling down, flip through it as a reminder of your capability. Strategy six or step six, visualize your success and future self. Visualization is a powerful tool. When you visualize your success, you step into it with more confidence and less fear of being found out. A practical tip here is to spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself succeeding in the things that make you feel like an imposter. Uh, and like imagine yourself walking into a room full of people and speaking with confidence or taking stage in front of crowd. Feel the emotions of success and connect with positive energy of the moment. A step seven or strategy seven, have affirmations to strengthen your inner belief. Affirmations can rewire your brain to focus on what's true, your worthiness, your success, and your ability to handle challenges. Um, Make a list of affirmations that resonate with you. Affirmations like, I'm deserving of success, I'm enough just as I am. I trust my skills and abilities to guide me forward. They are really powerful. By implementing these powerful tips, you start to create a supportive environment where imposter syndrome has less power over you. Daily rituals, small wins, accountability, and a mindset towards self compassion will help you feel more confident and empowered to step into your full potential. Uh, what are the benefits of overcoming imposter syndrome? The first, of course, is increased self worth and confidence. When you start to challenge your feelings of being fraud, you realize just how much you truly deserve the success you have earned. Overcoming imposter syndrome leads to a significant boost in your self worth and confidence. When you stop doubting yourself and begin to recognize your own value, you carry yourself with more assurance and self belief. This confidence isn't just about feeling good in the moment, it has a ripple effect, influencing how you approach challenges, make decisions, and pursue new opportunities. Second benefit, greater success and opportunities. By owning your accomplishments and stepping into your full potential, you open doors to new possibilities that were previously clouded by self doubt. Imposter syndrome often holds us back from going after bigger opportunities because we feel like we don't belong or aren't ready. Once you overcome this, you'll notice that you take more risk and put yourself forward for bigger opportunities, whether it's asking for a promotion, speaking at an event, launching a new product, going to that art gallery to show your products, going for audition. By believing in your worth, you'll naturally attract greater success. Step Benefit three, a stronger resilience in the face of challenge. When you stop fearing failure, you build a stronger and a more resilient mindset. Challenges become learning experiences, not proof that you are unworthy. Overcoming imposter syndrome allows you to reframe setbacks or challenges. Instead of seeing failure as a confirmation of your inadequacy, you start viewing it as a normal part of growth. This mindset shift fosters resilience, making it easier to bounce back from disappointments and keeps you moving forward towards your goals without being derailed by self doubt. Fourth benefit, authentic self expression and freedom. When you stop worrying about being found out, you allow yourself to show up as your authentic self, free from pressure of trying to meet unrealistic expectations. One of the greatest benefits of overcoming imposter syndrome is the freedom to be truly yourself. You no longer have to pretend to be someone you are not or wearing a mask of perfection. You no longer have to pretend that this is not you. This authenticity creates a sense of peace and allows you to express yourself more freely, which leads to deeper connection with others and more meaningful success. Fifth benefit, more joy and fulfillment in your achievements. When you let go of fear of being undeserving, you can fully embrace the joy of your success. You will feel a deeper sense of fulfillment and pride in what you have accomplished. Letting go of imposter syndrome means you can truly celebrate your wins instead of attributing success to luck or external factors. You can acknowledge your hard work and feel proud of what you have achieved. This shift fosters greater satisfaction and happiness in both your personal and professional life. By overcoming imposter syndrome, you unlock a life of great confidence, resilience, success, and authentic fulfillment. It allows you to fully step into your potential, embrace opportunities, and take pride in your achievements. The best part, you get to live a life free from fear of being found out, focusing instead on the truth of your capabilities and your worth. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you're feeling empowered and ready to take an imposter syndrome with the tools and strategies we have discussed. Remember, you're worthy of success, and your achievements are a reflection of your hard work and talent and not a fluke. If you found today's episode helpful, I would love for you to share it with someone who could use a boost of confidence. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode and leave a review if you enjoy the content. I will love to hear how you're overcoming imposter syndrome and celebrating your wins. If you would like to book a free 30-minute session to find out how I can help you reset your relationship with money and increase your income by removing your money blocks, please email me for a free 30-minute session. My email address is mentioned below. Until next time, take a moment today to recognize how amazing you truly are and keep shining. Our next episode will drop on Monday, 31st March. Uh, it is a very important hypnosis session on overcoming fear of financial success, which is a big money block. Until Monday, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday. Thank you.